workshop. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. My name is Heather Bennett. I'm the Student Support Coordinator for WAVA, and with me today is Miss Kathy Swartz, the Student Resource Coordinator for WAVA. And we are excited that you're here. We're so happy we get to help you through onboarding and week of welcome to get you ready for school. Remember, if you have any questions, please put them in the question and answer chat section, because the main room chat goes by pretty quick and it's hard to find your questions in there. So please put that in the question and answer section. All right, so this workshop is geared towards the learning coach. This is where we are going to talk to learning coaches about their role. So if you are a student, this is great information for you as well, but make sure to let your learning coach know that they can watch the recording if they are not available. All right, so what is a learning coach? Learning coaches, you are an organizer, you're a coach, and you're an advocate for your student. Organizer, so we will talk about building a daily routine, using a scheduling tool, and then organizing a learning space. All right, so it's important to think about your family's flow. Are you morning people? Do you do your best in the morning, get everything done before noon? Or are you afternoon? Do you like to sleep in and then start your day later on? Those are important things to think about. Do you have multiple students? Do you have younger children to care for? So you need to schedule around their needs, maybe their nap times and their lunch times, things like that. Do you have regular appointments or obligations to work around? These are all very important things to think about when you are planning your daily, weekly routine. So when you develop your daily routine, put your have-to items first. Decide on a start time. Multiple students have different start times, so you'll probably have to wait for your schedule to come out after the first day of school to really figure that out. But it's important to have a daily routine. Make sure that you're getting up at the same time every day. Make sure to schedule in your breakfast and lunch and any after school activities. Make sure to have that all in your schedule. That way you don't miss anything. Prioritize the students' courses by challenging to least challenging. And it definitely depends on your student. Is it better for you to get your harder assignments done first? Or do you like to do the easier ones first to kind of warm up your brain a little bit? It is up to you. Schedule your breaks. And then make sure to work in younger siblings' needs. You need to work around those as well. And finding a good scheduling tool. This is really important for families, especially with multiple students. Whether you have multiple students at home doing online school, or maybe one is at a brick and mortar, it's important to have a good scheduling tool. So again, so you don't miss out on anything. Google Calendar is a great one. You can color code for each family member. Color coding is wonderful because it's very quick to see, right? Sticky note calendars are great along with whiteboards. Daily planners are great. And then one that I really love are phone apps. I use an Outlook calendar with my family and we share a calendar. It's our family one, it's in purple, and we put in all the things our family needs to know right in there so that we don't miss out on anything. Because it's easy to forget appointments and things like that unless you put it on a calendar. You are a coach, so let's talk about that. We will review the schedule. We'll talk about getting materials ready and then reviewing the Learning Coach Guide. All right, so it's important to review the week ahead. Learning coaches, it's a great idea to open up your account on Sunday and just check and see what your student schedule will look like for the week. A lot of families like to print out the weekly view and post it somewhere, and then go back and look at the daily view just to make sure that you're not missing anything so that you know what assignments are coming up and class connects for the week. So, of course, you can see your students' daily lessons along with their weekly lessons, depending on what view you are looking at. And then the Class Connect sessions are under events. And then it's really important to gather materials for the week. A lot of families like to do that again on Sundays. Just get those materials ready because when you are working on lessons and in class, your week really flies by. So it's important to get those materials gathered before the busy week starts. And you can find those materials under advanced prep to give you more information about what to expect in those lessons. And these are things your teacher will go over with you when school first starts. You'll be able to talk with your teacher, have a meeting one-on-one, and these are all things your teacher will talk to you about. All right, and it's a good idea to review the Learning Coach Guide. The Learning Coach Guide is embedded in the lessons. So when you look at the lesson, you'll be able to see the Learning Coach Guide to give you more information about the lesson and how best to teach it to your student. It gives you different ways to view it and to teach it. All right, so you are an advocate for your student. Encourage their unique learning style and nurture a growth mindset. So there are different learning styles, right? We all have a different way of learning, and it's important for the learning coach and the student to work together to find the best way to help your student learn. So take a look at the different learning styles real quick. You can even Google them so that you can get a more in-depth look at them. Maybe try them out with your student just to figure out what is their learning style. And then you need to adjust the learning to help that, right? And then what kind of mindset do you have? It's super important to nurture a growth mindset. And when you look at growth mindset, it says, I can learn anything I want to. When I'm frustrated, I persevere. I want to challenge myself. When I fail, I learn. Tell me I try hard. If you succeed, I'm inspired. My effort and attitude determine everything. It's important to have a growth mindset when it comes to learning. And the fixed mindset says, I'm either good at it or I'm not. When I'm frustrated, I give up. I don't like to be challenged. When I fail, I'm no good. Tell me I'm smart. If you succeed, I feel threatened. My abilities determine everything. So that fixed mindset it's kind of a negative look, right? So we want to have that positive look, that growth mindset that we can do this. We can move forward. It's okay if we're frustrated, and it's important to be challenged. So it's important to create an environment celebrating effort and improvement. And there's all sorts of wonderful videos that you can watch with your student. And definitely you can find things to read on Google. I would Google it. That's where we find a lot of our great information about growth mindset. All right, and another thing that K12 and Stride have been working on is the K12 app. And every year it gets better and better. So, some things on here, you need to find the K12 app through the App Store. And then you'll want to make your selection and set up your account. And if you need help with this, feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to help you. You can also contact K12 customer care and they can walk you through it. But there's a lot of very helpful information on here. All right, so learning coaches, you can look at if you have multiple students, you can see them all on one view, or you can look at them by single student view, and you can see what they have going on. So we'll take a look at that. You can make sure that you're getting started for school. You go through this big checklist and that helps you get ready for school. And you can see over here, once things have been checked off, you'll see the green circle with the little check mark in it. But there's all sorts of great things in here. setting up your computer, making sure that your computer is good to go for school, complete the online learning course, understanding your schedule, all sorts of really important things that you should go through on this checklist to make sure that you're ready to go. You can see your students' progress, schedule, and attendance on this app. So this is another way for the learning coach to be able to check in and make sure that things are going well for their students super quick. Instead of getting out the laptop and logging into your account, you can just look at it right from your phone, and it's super easy. And that way you know what's coming up. You can tell if they have overdue assignments or what class connects they should be attending that day. And again, just another view of being able to see, quickly checking for live classes, again, overdue assignments, checking grades. So this is super, super helpful. All right, everybody. So this is your week at a glance. We had orientation on Monday. If you did not attend orientation, if you had to miss it, you can go back and watch the recording, or you can come visit us on Monday. We'll have another one. You can see that in your schedule. Yesterday, we had our best practices workshop. And today, of course, you are here at the Role of the Learning Coach workshop. Tomorrow is our navigation workshop where we will look at the online school for 6th through 8th graders. And we'll just kind of navigate through it and just start clicking on things so that you can see what everything looks like. And then Friday, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions that you have not been able to figure out yet, please come to that session and we will do our best to answer all of your questions. And then, of course, don't forget to complete your online learning course that has been assigned to you. You can find that under courses in the student account, and it's 4 lessons. They are pretty quick, but there's a lot of wonderful information in there to help you with your online school. All right, everybody, and that is the end of our workshop. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, please stick around and type those in the question and answer chat, and Kathy and I will answer those for you. If you have no questions, you are free to go and enjoy your day, and thanks so much for being here.